Hey, listen, we like typos around here. That's how we got the word crads. All of us would still be playing with cards if we didn't hear the word crads, okay? There we go. Oh, forgot to turn my VTuber on. There we go. How we doing tonight, folks? I might do some green. I might do some elves. I'm kind of excited about dark elves from, what's that one coming up? True Pixels, how you doing? What is the next... Vlad the Stoner, how you doing? The next set comes out in less than a month. Let's see here. Eldraine... Oh, no, it's called Lorwyn Eclipsed. Release date. January 23rd. So less than a month on paper. It's going to be out on Arena on the 20th. We'll be in early access on the 14th. So we're being in Lorwyn early access in 1, 2, 3 weeks. We're going to have a very short premiere period for this one, boys. It starts right after the New Year's. I think it's going to start on like the 3rd. The 2nd or the 3rd. It's coming. Start saving your gold. Do. Yes, True Pixels, we're getting 7 sets next year. True Pixels, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We're getting a set every fucking 28 days. No, every... What's 365 divided by 7? We're getting a set every 52 days. There's a new set coming out next year. Just FYI. That's a real fact. That's a real fact. I'm looking forward to Dark Elves, which I'm kind of looking at it right now. Every 52 days, a new set comes out. Gobbler. Every 52 days. Reclamation Sage. Every 52 days, you're gonna get a new set. It's amazing stuff. That's amazing stuff. All right. No, we're trying to get away from Ouroborite, man. We can't put it in everything. Otherwise, every deck would just be fucking Badgermole and Ouroborite, and I feel like I've done that to death. The trick is to make variety, in my opinion. Now, maybe people don't want to watch variety, but I want to make variety. That's the trick. You get what I'm saying? You feeling what I'm putting down? Yeah. Grozcore? I did one of them. I'm gonna do more. I'm kind of limiting myself to like 1 or 2 a week, 1 or 2 a month. But I will do more of them if I like them. Should be every 90 days. 4 a year? Honestly, I didn't mind 5 a year. 6 a year was a little much. 5 a year was fine with me. 7, I genuinely have anxiety about next year, guys. And it's mostly whatchamacallit? I have anxiety about it already. Yes. Yeah, any of the Fix My decks, post them in Discord and I'll get to them. Eventually. Hold on, I forgot my water. All right, water time, and we'll get started. Then one foggy Christmas Eve. Nobody watched this deck, by the way. Probably going to take it down. Not all of it was your fault, guys. YouTube literally didn't show anybody. I looked after the first hour, and the deck had like 200 impressions, which means YouTube showed it to 200 people, which is why it got fucking 10 views. It happens. YouTube's been throttling the fuck out of my channel lately. I don't know why, but they have been absolutely fucking throttling my channel. Don't understand why. Don't have a good reason. But it's been happening, and it's sad. They love to throttle. Eventually. What's up, Stella Bravo, Grozcore, Thivon, Jappy, True Yellow, Chris Core, how you doing? Anthony, welcome. No attacks. Hold that. Boom, boom, boom. My turn. We'll do this. Hey, what's up, Kleppers? How you doing? Which video? You're on the squad? What do you mean, which video? Yeah, he's mono black Ugin, but I completely wrecked his 2 ramp right there. Kleppers. Well, you know, it's elves because it's Christmas, you know. Bum 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 bum. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. You're doing your annual battle against the Grim Reaper. What's that? You got the flu or something? Jay Silly. What's up, Stiggy? Jay Silly. The silliest, the killiest. The #1 chilliest. Land, and he said no thank you. Oh yeah, the flu. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we'll do this. Why don't we say elf? Boom, can't be countered. Okay. Okay. So this is just easy. I'm cooking a ham. Now, I've never cooked a ham before. I've eaten ham, but Snow wanted a ham, and so I said, I'll give it a shot. Do I ever play best of 3? Rarely on stream because it doesn't make for very good content, in my opinion. If you get locked in with a really slow opponent who's just running other stuff, it could be tricky. At least that's my opinion. I know some people like best of 3 a lot, but in my opinion, I feel like okay, so we get a really slow player, right? We get a real slow poke. And they're playing controller and they're doing nothing, and we get a gamed in. Next game, it's going to be the same thing. And I have to sit there the whole time and wait for them to go. And it's 20 minutes of me dicking around with the same person. And it just makes me sad at that point, you know? It just makes me sad that I can't spiral hams. The Gruul Tide? Yeah, I don't know if I'll do a Gruul deck for Christmas. Every year I do and nobody watches it anyway, so... I like to do back in the day when before Gruul, it was just called we just called it Christmas decks. I don't know if y'all are old enough in Magic lore to know that. But yeah, back in the day, people would go, "Oh, what are you running?" And you say, "Oh, I've got my Christmas deck, green and red." We used to call Demir Bruise because it was black and blue. What are you running, man? I got my Bruise deck, my Bruiser deck. That was a big one. A lot of different ways of doing things. We had different slang for stuff. I don't know if it was local slang or generally accepted. I know Christmas was generally accepted as for green and red. Bruise, I don't know about. That might have just been our thing. What did we call Rakdos? Just evil? I can't remember. Let's see here. Let's do this. Chessboard. Are you gonna steam the hams at this time of year? Entirely localized in our entirely localized in whatchamacallit? Oh, he's got this now. You have protection. You have protection from each of your opponents. Very nice. The Aurora Borealis. Coma World Eater. Check it out now. Coma World Eater right about now. Coma World Eater, check it out now. Marzaham. It's an old gobbler recipe. Wonderful. Marzaham. Amazing stuff. Gonna go in. If I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I needed 3 more elves and I could fucking win the game. It's a shame. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero años y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on there, man. I didn't have any removal. I didn't pull any of my removal. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, have you done you? Okay, you did Orzhov Reanimator. Have you done a mono red aggro? No, 0 rares. That can be fun to try to figure that one out. At this time of year, entirely localized in your fucking. Hey, what's up, A Chucky? His name is A Chucky, and he's here to have a good time. I wish they had more artisan support. Summer, we got to get those frame rates up in your videos. I got to work with you on that. We got to get them frame rates up. I had a similar problem when I started out. We'll try to figure it out. I wish they had an artisan queue, man. I'd be so happy. Listen, I started with a laptop and a capture card as well. Hey, what's up, Tom Ska? That's probably why my channel didn't grow very fast. Is because the quality was so poor. But I tried my best. Let's do Archdruid. There's a lot of things you can do, change around and modify it to kind of make it better. So I think it's something that's possible. Birdbrain, how you doing? I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Chirmbus. From the bottom of my heart. Do that. Boom. Feliz Navidad. I went to see, you know, it was really good. They did a fucking amazing concert. I felt like I should go back and give them more money. I saw, what's the damn name of that? Trans-Siberian Orchestra in concert last year. Man, that shit was fucking fire. Literally. That shit was crazy. Just FYI, if you're ever thinking of doing the concert, highly recommend. The first half, they did the Christmas story, which was probably the least interesting part, although they did the Carol of the Bells. Then the second half, they were just like, here's just a bunch of other random stuff. And they did Vangelis, they did all kind of crazy stuff. Am I going for the Elf achievement? I think I already got it. I'm going for the winning games achievement. Yeah, honestly, the Christmas story part was the weakest part of it. Just the raw music in the show. I mean, the dude was flying around with a fire guitar. A lady came out in a giant pyramid with flames shooting out of it and lasers and was floating around the whole place. It was nuts. I'm telling you, man, like, I went back, I was like, I want to leave him a tip. Holy shit, man. This was a lot. You're getting your money's worth. Let me tell you that much. If you feel like you didn't get your money's worth after the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show, I don't know. But they did it. They did that shit up. Oh, that's a artifact, so we can get that one out of here. You like that one, Gobbler, the winning games achievement? Boom, boom, boom. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. It's very good. Boogity Boo, how you doing, Boogity Boo? Yeah, no, that's what it feels like. Yeah, that's exactly what the vibe they're going for. It was just like epic stadium hair metal. It was really good. I enjoyed myself. They came back this year into my city. Unfortunately, they were playing the same show. If they were doing a different show, I would have seen a different show of theirs. But they were playing the same Ghosts of Christmas, which, you know, was fine. But I don't know if I'd pay for to see it again. I'm not a big concert fan to begin with, so. Let's do this. Doom. 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 Let's do that. Boom. Yeah, I would love an artisan queue. I would be doing an artisan deck a week. Easy. Easy peasy, I'd be doing an artisan deck every week. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'd absolutely... I love building artisan. It's gunslinger shit, man. You either have what it takes or you don't. That's what I always say. You're either gonna win or you're gonna die. Because no ultra card is coming to save your ass. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do Secret Tunnel. Boom. Pauper, I'm a little less on Pauper because, hey Don, how you doing, Wheelchair Mafia? I'm a little less on Pauper because it's really limited. I know people like it a lot, but I feel like Artisan is just limited enough where you can have good cards. Like Imperious Perfect. Really, really good card. It's not broken, but it does help enhance the whole flavor. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are getting a little bit of value out of it without coming too much. Yeah, commons and uncommons is Artisan. That's good stuff, Trex. That's a good, I mean, maybe, maybe not, Gobbler. I'd like it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if they'd be that bad about it. They might. Who knows? You know? Who knows? Boom. I guess it is a point that a lot of people would gravitate to it if it were free to play. But also I feel like it would be a good, you know, eventually I feel like people wouldn't be locked into it. People would be like, well, I'm only going to play Artisan. You're obviously eventually, as you win enough, you're going to get rares that you're going to want to use. You know, I think it's only going to hit their bottom line if they do something like have an Artisan only packs or anything like that. I think it does get people hyped for the game generally. So, I don't know. They do an Artisan event, so, you know, they at least do that, right? To combat. Push, 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 push. You ran out of uncommons? That sure is a infrequent problem. What could we use? Let's see. That problem doesn't happen very often. Let's see. So what could we call that kind of problem? It's an unusual problem. It's an infrequent problem. What could we call running out of those cards? Non-common. Yeah, it's a non-common problem that happens where you run out. Yeah. Where the hell am I on ranked, by the way? Yeah, Diamond 3. I can try a pip or two. There we go. See, this is what drives me nuts about YouTube right now, which is so fucking random. Video went up, it got 1/3 of the views of a regular video. Why? Because fuck them, that's why. Because YouTube just basically said, fuck this video. Hey, Chucky got there. You know, and that's just YouTube. That's just YouTube just going, fuck you. I don't feel like showing anybody this. I'll show 100 people. Oh, I only showed 100 people and it didn't get 1,000 likes on it. It didn't get 100 likes. Well, that means nobody wants it, so I'm not going to show it to anyone more. I know it's been happening more and more often on YouTube. It's really hitting my views, and it's not even that, because I can see the click-through rate. That's one of the other things that you see with your stats. So when people are presented the video, they click on it. They click on it pretty frequently. It looks normal. They have a good click-through rate and audience retention. But you look deeper into the stats, and the problem is that YouTube just isn't showing anybody the video. That's the problem. They just go, I won't put it in front of anybody. Yes, I'm doing fix my deck. Go to the Discord. There is a special spot in the Discord that's called that's Algo. Yeah, it's just they're just like, fuck them. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's hold back and maybe we can play the Nowhere to Run. There's a channel called what's it called? He's gonna play a sweeper. No, he's not gonna play a sweeper. Yeah. Fade to perfect. Yeah, it's really annoying because there's just no telling what YouTube is gonna do. You know, the notifications aren't going out. It's really frustrating. I would put more time and effort into YouTube if it was more consistent. I would put a lot more effort and energy and time, but it's so random nowadays. Like, you can't rely on anything consistently on YouTube, and it just sucks. It just sucks that we're there, that we're at that point where there just isn't enough motivation to even get to do that, to just get that level of dedication into it, because the algo might just decide one day, hey, fuck you, the video that you worked really hard on, I'm not going to show anybody. It's just not going to get any fucking views. I'm not going to show anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody. And it's random. So that's very, very hard for me to like, and that's why part of the reason I do deck content. And I wish I could do other like Magic content, like longer form, higher editing, more in depth, spend a week or 2 weeks editing a video. And you do that, and the algo can just go, fuck you. I don't care. And it's like, okay, well, I spent all my free time editing and creating a video, and the algo just decided, nah. So it's very, very hard. I mean, the deck videos, I spend 2 hours playing, I spend an hour editing and uploading, fine. It's worth the effort to put in. But making long form content, oh man, it's a hard. There's no money in shorts. I've probably made, as a matter of fact, I'll pull up. The only way there's money in shorts is if you absolutely flood the market with it. You're putting out 10 shorts a day or something like that. I'll tell you my most viewed short. This short has 81,000 views. It has 81,000 views, okay? This YouTube short that I made. $5.83. That's how much I made. I have another short that has 40,000 views. I made $6.51. Now, granted, I didn't put that much time and effort into it, but this is also when this short came out was, let's see, a year ago. So after a year of running on YouTube, it made $6. So YouTube is primarily editing. I'll be honest with you. It's script writing and editing. The other stuff just kind of handles itself. That's the name of the game. It's script writing and it's editing. And it's randomness. It is 100%. You can be a really good creative. I try to follow a lot of small channels, and there's a lot of amazing, wonderful, high quality small channels out there who get 1,000 views a video. It sucks, but that's what happens, man. It's really, really, really random. Unfortunately, it's very, very, very random. I had no idea if this was gonna work. I remember when my first video, I got a video and it got like 300 views. I was ecstatic. I couldn't even believe that had happened. I was doing this because of COVID and I was bored. That's the reason I started. I didn't have a job anymore. So a million short views maybe will get you $150. So you figure if you can get a million short views a day, yeah, there's some money in it. $150 a day isn't bad. I mean, it's minimum wage. Why do you think people are so excited for AI slop content? Because if you can get it, you can just set up a machine to do it for you. Yeah, making $150 a day through automation sounds fucking amazing. Because you're literally doing nothing. You set up AI automation to do it, and then nothing happens. Oh, listen, let me tell you, Summer. By the way, I didn't make money for probably almost the first year on YouTube. I think probably pretty much the first year. I don't think I made a dime. I made a little bit on live streaming after a while because it's fairly easy to get people up on live streaming. But no, I didn't make any fucking money. So let's push you in. Keep summer safe. Are you the only one, Anthony Scott? You also think that? I think that all the time. Whenever I hear summer, whenever I say summer, I think of the car going. It's the perfect technology. There's no downside. Keep summer safe. Let's see. Target opponent is increasing this area because it's it's from Rick and Morty. The car, Rick tells his granddaughter's name is Summer, And Rick tells his car, keep Summer safe. And more escalating things keep happening to try to threaten her life. And the more that happens, the more that the car keeps escalating very, very violent, crazy, insane things to keep Summer safe, and it just keeps saying it. So the police come, they try to tell her to get out of the car, and one of the things that happens is a textile target non-land creature you control. Diamond's elite. Is that it makes a clone of somebody's dead relative to tell them to stop, which is obviously really fucked up. Anyways, it's just from Rick and Morty. It's the reason. This is a stealing deck. We didn't get enough speed on this either. They went first. Watch Rick and Morty. It's from the first season. It's very good. Or the second season, maybe. Oh, he's going to splash sword. All right, yeah, we're done here. I got to get some water. My back is killing me. Orzhov Sacrifice 0 rare works really well, especially if you run Raise the Past with it. Oh, wait, you can't run Raise the Past. But you can run it. I did one called Le Petit Mort. Did you ever see that one? You might like that one. Let's mulligan that. That one was wildly popular. Let me see. I can link you. A Cheap Death. There we go. A Cheap Death got 14,000 views. Was a wildly popular deck that I built. This was in the heyday of Diamond's Elite. This was in the heyday of Final Fantasy when shit was blowing up. Let's do Badger Mole. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. It was during the boom times of Foundations. Foundations was insanely popular. I made a mono green deck that's broken, doesn't have cover or void. Cool, Tom Scott. Love to see it. Le Petit Mort. Here you go. There it is. Le Petit Mort. Why? It was about little things dying. There's nothing wrong with calling it Le Petit Mort. That has no other connotations, and anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. Check that out. Okay, so let's do Let's do this. There we go. No. It's about small creatures that die. I don't know what the problem is. It's technically a correct reading of the French. Okay. Charming Prince. You just get, for Artisan, you just really have to know what the power cards are in regards to, well, I'm not in the business of asking the French what they think. Momo. Nice. Good line there. Beautiful. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Parts of California are expecting 12 feet of snow. Holy shit, that's unusual for Cali. Unless we're up in the mountains somewhere or up north. Technically, I didn't use the French name. I called it a Little Death. Tequila. I go first. Not a lot of early plays here. Okay, do that. We'll wait. We'll wait. It's kind of a waste to put that down. Trex, you might remember some of this channel lore. Do you remember the guy that I had to ban because he kept lying? And he said that he was in 20 feet of snow in Tennessee. And you're like, I live in Tennessee and it's not snowing anywhere in the state. And he was like, it is where I am right now. And also, I won a world championship Magic. Do you remember that guy? He just kept lying about stuff. And he tried, because you live in, if I remember, Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere in the mid-south. And he was like, yeah, it's fucking 80 feet of snow here. And you're like, no, I live there. There's no snow. It's like 50 degrees out. And he's like, well, where I'm at, it's snowing. Was that Jump Squad? I can't remember. I just remember it was... Okay, there you go. I just remember just bizarre, like lying about nothing. Just... Yeah, it was really weird. And then that was the funny thing is, because he said it for the state that... Sorry to dox you, Trex. Whatever state, I don't know if it was Tennessee, wherever it was literally the state that Trex lives in, and he was like, no, it's not. I live there. There's nothing there. And he was like, no, there is. You didn't see it, though. It was really weird. It was really weird. Yeah, but that was good stuff. It was a funny time. There's Day of Judgment, perfect. This is really fun. I love this. I love when nothing happens. It's my favorite. Don't you guys love when decks where jack shit happens? That's always my favorite time. When nothing happens and nobody does anything. The Snow went to a different school. Oh, he went to different Discord? Okay. Alright, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, there you go. I don't know. You meet all kinds, I suppose. But I always remember that. And I just remember it was like one of the funniest thing is that it failed so quickly because speaking of Holy MTG, I gotta commission him. I gotta get some more emotes and shit. It failed so quickly because the first place that he said he was that was covered in snow and he just got done walking through the snow was the place where fucking Trex lives. And that was the funniest part because it like he could have said Montana. Nobody in the chat was from Montana. And people would have been like, wow, okay, yeah, I guess. First of all, there's just Google and we can check. You know, we have the internet. It's not like we have to wait for the newspaper tomorrow. Number one. But number two, it was so instantaneous. That was the funniest thing. His Trax was like, no, that's not true. It was just so fucking instant. Alright, that's enough cracking up for Jay. Let's do the do we want to do that? What is this? Tap. Another untapped creature you control. Okay, so we're gonna leave this. I'm gonna put you down. We're gonna put you down. And we're gonna go in, pop, pop, fizz, fizz. I remember that summer. Somebody was like, we're against summer. I have a feeling that that person's name was Winter. And if that's the case, you know, I get it. I get why they banned you, because they're winter in your summer. And they can't have you around. It's not allowed. You know, I get that at that point. They're like, my arch nemesis is here. You have to ban them. We're locked in an eternal war that nobody understands. How you doing, little Nick? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I got a bunch of ramp. I got a bunch of lands. Yeah, this is like, I may need to like put a welfare check on this guy. Somebody hurt this man very bad. Somebody really fucking... This dude is weeping over his keyboard. I'll show them. It'll never happen to me again. He's... Oh. Oh, that's a shame, huh? Boom. Yeah, oops. Oops is right. Oops is right, man. Ujin. Eye of the Strom. The Pastrami. Let's do this. Tyvar gains indestructible. We'll tap you. Tappa. Let's see, they draw and gain. Land. Boom. Do that. I wins elite. Do that. If he hadn't gained the life, we would have got him. We can get him down to 6. He'll probably still fucking win though. Damn neared him, but he got the Ugin out. Yeah, that was the other one. He said, "Oh, I'm at the competition. I'm at the competition. I'm beating everyone. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the comp. You guys don't even know." Very good. The jerk reference right there. He hates these creatures. Okay. Day of Judgment. Yeah, this dude is hurt on the inside, bro. This dude is traumatized, bro. I don't know. Some people just it's harder and harder to lie on the internet nowadays, man. You can't do it like that anymore. You know? You just can't do it like that anymore. I feel like I might have to start clickbaiting my videos. Whenever I see the suggested videos, they're all clickbaited to death. And I just do kind of basic names. But I don't want to do that. That's the problem. So I'm in a moral conundrum. Do I boost views by clickbaiting the shit out of everything, or do I stand true to my principles? Lying on the internet. Boop, 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 boop. Diawin's Elite. Let's do this. Boom, pop, chicka chop, bot doo wop. Cheerio, bot doo wop. There we go. Oblivious Bookworm. Oh, do they have the flip that they need? Am I the only one in the summer isn't real? They're actually a sentient supercomputer? I'm in that camp. Hey, what's up, Maximo Key? Awaken the Honored Dead. Boom. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. Secret tunnel. Obscenely large dragon through a secret tunnel. The dragon tunnel. That reminds me of the Futurama bit where they go into the internet and Leela is there and the guy, there's a bunch of like geeky guys standing around. They're like, "Oh, this is so boring. I wish there was a woman." And Leela goes, "I'm a woman." And they all just like turn around and run away. That's a good bit. It's a good bit. She's like, "I'm a woman. I'm a real woman. Flesh and blood." And then everyone's like, "Huh." takes off. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even know I was going for Festive Fighter here. Okay. Festive. I have to put Festive Fighter on. How long does this last for? 13 days. Oh, okay. I have never once in my life ever felt the need to send a picture of my genitalia to anyone. Ever. Not even the people, not even someone that I'm with, that I'm a significant other, a girlfriend, whomever. I don't even want to send a picture of my genitals to a doctor. Okay? So I don't understand the random dick pic people. I don't get it. I have never had that desire in my life. And I don't, it is a completely, it never works. It's never in the history of the world has any woman been like, oh my goodness. Well, now that I see it, yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's, but I have never, ever had that desire. Boom. Let's get Fear of Missing Out of here. Ooh, what is there? Are they trying to reanimate? Let's do this. I think they're trying to reanimate, so we're going to put a stop to that. Exile you. Yeah, you don't get to fucking reanimate around here. There you go. Hey, what's up, Total GGs? How you doing? Welcome to the show. We're kind of treading water with this deck. It may need a killer app. I don't know. Who's he going to resurrect? Fear of Missing Out. Okay. Alright. He can discard more crazy things. Alright. Oh, he can do a Valks. Oh, that's too bad. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, Valks is up. Even with the anti-reanimator here, even with anti-reanimator tech, we're kind of just treading water. I think we've been like literally all night, win one, lose one with this. I'll have to check the security camera fees. That's the old joke. Is that? Yeah, your Discord is. I really like hanging out in your Discord. Was anybody thinking else? Would anyone really get annoyed the fact that we have to send a we have to send a picture to Jay every week? It's gonna get clipped out of context. Just got a mythic with Secret Tunnel. Watching this to falling asleep. Casey Gillitzer. Thank you, Casey Gillitzer. I do appreciate it. I'm glad. I love to hear. I got to put together Club Mythic. That's what I really got to do. I've been lazy about it, but I really want to get together anybody who's made Mythic with a J Villain deck and do Club Mythic. Well, I always ask for. I think this was the. I think the problem here is that I asked for deck picks, and I was misunderstood. I think that may be where we're having a little bit of crosswire situation. I asked for pictures of your decks. I wanted to see those hot, thick decks. And that's what I was looking for. So I'm thinking that we may have... I think we may have had some miscommunication on that. And that's my bad. I should have been more specific. Black Faster is like a 9.5 out of 10. It's easily, if you're gonna play black, it's arguably the best black deck to play overall. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do this. Boom, boom. No attacks. And turn. Okay. I don't have a trample giver, but I'm wide enough that it doesn't matter, so. Blackfaster is like a 9.5. It's about as good as you can get right now. Giggity. All right. Going in. Ping. I think, again, speaking of going too wide, he may do a sweeper here for well, it would hurt him if he swept. I do sign swamps. I have done those in the past. Halaya guided by the light. Very nice. Overrun, yeah. Overrun. The thing about Overrun is you always get it when you don't fucking need it. That's the problem with Overrun. Is every time you don't need that stupid card, it's going to be in your hand. Good lord, Trex. Not hitting the walls. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do Imperious Perfect. Boom. Yeah, I think we're just going to overload the line here. I think there's just way too much going in. Yeah. Yeah, there's way too much going in. He could sweep, but I don't think it's going to matter. Hope Eth Steam. Okay. Yeah, Secret Tunnel is going to, even if he has blockers, Secret Tunnel is going to finish him off too. So I don't see a way out here. Yeah, you don't have a way out. You don't have a way out. No good. I'm assuming he went the walls of the Secret Tunnel. Is what he meant. Secret Tunnel. Secret Tunnel. Bosse Singh. Yes, that was a very respectful game. He said, I see, sir, good sir. I will have my leave now. And I said, good day to you. Okay. We're feeling pretty rambunctious here on Christmas Eve, huh, guys? Christmas Eve. By the way, if it's, I think I told you guys already, no stream tomorrow. I'm going to be busy, as you can imagine. I'm going to be cooking a ham. I don't think you guys want to see that live stream. I'm not an IRL streamer. I'll show you the results if you're on Discord. I'll show you how the ham comes out. Cookie, yeah, we do need cookie. Cookies brought a certain je ne sais quoi. Let's do. Let's do that. Let's say elf. Let's do one of these. Green. Let's do that. Let's... Summer, you weren't around for cookies. Cookies... Talk about double entendres. Cookies pushed the Cookies pushed the limit of what was TOS for Twitch. Let me just say that. Boom. Boom. Saying it. Did I say it was French? So a funny thing about, you can just speak Spanish with a French accent. It works. A funny thing about that is when we were in Italy, when me and my family was in Italy one time, my dad just spoke to everyone. He just spoke Spanish with an Italian accent with everyone, and it worked. So that was cool. He was just like, disculpe, donde está el ristorante? And they were like, ah, ciao. El ristorante está allá. It worked. Don't ask how it worked, but it did. Let's do... Walls of Ba Sing Se. Ba Sing Se. Yeah, I'm not a... My problem with Discord is that I'm not a social person. That's my biggest issue. I don't really like just hanging around and chatting. Which is a problem. Let's push that in. Secret tunnel. Boom. All right, we got a pretty go wide. That's what we want here. We want to go wide. We want to keep going wide. Hey, what's up, Jay Hiruman? How you doing? Hey, got him. Got him. Listen. Yeah, well, one of the other problems with the shorts is that they're very compressed. Because I send them to Snow and she edits them and then sends them back, so they kind of get fucked up. Yeah, it's gonna sound a little different on if it's just my phone microphone getting me, because I don't have like a lav mic to like a Bluetooth lav mic to record me. It's just the fucking speakerphone microphone, so it's gonna sound weird. Jay, well, that's a great name, Jay. I met a Jay the other day, and I was like, "That's a cool name." They were spelled Jae, and they're like, "Yeah, but this is the better spelling." I'm like, "Okay, buddy, all right." I don't think it's the original spelling. I don't think that it was originally spelled Jae. I appreciate you being part of Club J here, but let's not get crazy here, okay? My voice is deeper on short. Hey everyone, it's Jay. I'm here to open up some packs. I'm here to open up some packs for you today. It's worse. That's what I sound like in the YouTube shorts. I sound like a dragon. I'm opening packs. Oof. Okay, that's great. Let's do. That's fucking crazy. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oof. Okay, and there. Yeah, I complimented his name. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Club J." He's like, "Oh, mine's better." I was like, "Okay, that's not the vibe I was going for, man." All right, he's gonna go for the bargain here. Phoenix Fleet Airship. Ooh, spooky. Let's say elf. Let's do this. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. I think we may be too wide again for him here. Boom. Mana value 2 or less. Piper? Which one's Piper? Piper at the Gates of Dawn? Obsessive Pursuit. Oppo is really bad at math. Yeah, he's I do get my voice. People do accuse me. I rarely anymore that I've been using a voice changer. People have said, "Oh, you're trying to sound like Corpse Husband." I'm like, bro, I don't sound anything like Corpse Husband. My voice is low, but it's not fucking supernaturally low. Listen, I welcome all J's. I even welcome Jais that are Jai. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the people that bother some people like it. Part of the reason is that I'm talking softly, because it's nighttime and I'm alone in my room, and it feels weird to scream at the top of my lungs while playing Magic cards. So I'm speaking in a very kind of low, measured voice, which is also part of the reason that there is a vocal frying, because just when you're kind of whispering, which is on purpose, by the way. I have no desire to scream. Part of the reason I started my channel is I was very frustrated with the screaming, with the screaming gaming channels that are yelling at you at the top of your lungs. That's also why I say tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because they always go, "Well, everybody, welcome to fucking gaming, blah, 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 welcome to Ultra Gaming. Remember to smash that like button. Let's get into the blah, blah." And I'm like, this is annoying. I'm not a little kid. This is just irritating. I don't like that. Let's do. It's not a shot at anybody. I mean, Malone has hype, but he doesn't scream at you like you're fucking 12. He's just hype. I don't. It's not a criticism. It's just personal preference of. Let's say elf. Let's put down Druid of the Call. Yeah, there's energetic, and then there's that fake treacly hype, where you're just trying to. You're just going nuts for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we're going to go pretty wide on him here, which means that this isn't going to do very much. He's going to kill you. Oof. Boom, boom. Okay. Momentum breaker. Boom. Sacrifice you. Storm Chaser's talent. Boom. Boom. Land. Put down Bloomin' Onion here. Let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. Uyaloth, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Fear Isolation, very nice. Storm Chaser's talent again. Boom. JJ Joey. The joeyest guy you ever did see. Let's do this. Activate. Push. Okay, boom. Earthbend it back down. Nowhere to run. Who's getting it? You get it. Boom, we get to Earthbend somebody. Earthbend you. Yeah. See? Bouncing doesn't work if we get wide enough on them. We got to get real wide, okay? Good night, Anthony Scott. Merry Christmas. You won't see me tomorrow. I have a good holiday. Whatever it is that you celebrate. I know Hanukkah is already over. I went to a Hanukkah party. That shit was awesome. It's all fried food. I love that shit. You guys ever been to a Hanukkah party? It's great. Highly recommend. Let's keep that. It's a decent hand right there. Probably get the Llanowar Elves killed, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Oof. Okay. This might be Black Faster. We might be in trouble, because if it's Black Faster, we're in trouble. No, not quite. Okay. Yeah, latkes. I had latkes. I had donuts. It was great. Let's see here. We want to do Beifong Bounty Hunters. Let's put Beifong Bounty Hunters down. Boom. Let's do no attacks. ADHD Donuts, how you doing? Yeah, it's basically just hash brown with onion in it. Very good. Hostile Investigator. Who are we gonna discard? I'll discard that. Boom. Let's put down... Let's do it, man. Fuck them. Let's go wide on him again. Let's do that. Strategist in hiatus. How you doing, man? Bandit's Talent. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. What do we want to do here? I think I want to get rid of... I think I want to keep that. Unholy Annex number 2. Pop. Pop. All right. Okay. Well, wait. He's probably going to activate his... If it's a sweeper, it's bad. If it's an Unholy Annex... Ritual Chamber. Destroy target. Oh, wait, no. He said good game. Destroy target enchantment. We'll destroy that one. Yeah, we went too wide and thick. We got too thick on him, guys. We got too serious dummy thick on him. And when you get dummy thick, you get dummy thick on the ops, man. Well, I mean, you can see what happens. Speaks for itself. Diamond 2. Dummy thick elves. We're on a streak. We're on a 5-game streak. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pushing too much elf schmeat. That's the issue. It's too much elf schmeat for them to handle. Oh, that's a bad hand right there. Oh man, Beifongs, you're a little expensive. Oh, that's a bad hand. We might get humbled right now. Yeah, we're gonna get humbled. We can know where to run Grand as long as they don't have a whatchamacallit waiting for me. As long as they don't have a quench. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's Orb Weaver. Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness, it's Grand in a Mayhem deck? Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. All right. I don't want Grand there at all, like even a little bit. If I can get a green card and get out my like Druid and I can get Dywins out, I'll be good. And it's hit me for 3 there. Oof, that's not good, folks. So we'll do this. Excellent card from my graveyard. Do that. We'll draw. There's the land that we needed previously. Okay. I think we're a turn behind because of the missed land drop. and probably whatever removal that he's got in his hand. I think we're probably a turn behind. Kivy or Reaver is gonna do some work before we're able to put up a defense. This deck is currently running a 66% win rate. Execute order 66. Let's put that down. Hopefully it doesn't get spiked. If it gets spiked, we're in bad shape. If it's got spiked. Yeah, I thought so. We're a turn behind, unfortunately. We didn't get any good 1-drops. 1 or 2 drops. We only got fucking 3 drops, which everything that we put down is just going to get spiked. Our only chance... Well, okay. We got a little bit more acceleration here. Could be a counterspell. No. Okay. We have that going for us. Do no attacks. End turn. That's going to get spiked. Damn. Boom. Yeah, we're pretty fucked here. He's going to spike everything that I put down. Boom. Trax, you're logging off, Trax. I know, I'm excited for Order 66 Tunnel. I'm excited for whatchamacallit. For more Dark Elves. Dark Elves are going to be amazing. Jeez, man. Cheese and crackers, bro. No mana. 12 cards in and 3 mana. It's not good. We're going to get... Okay, there's Endurance. Is he going to knock back? I don't know. He could spike it as well. He could just kill it too. Very, very possible. Okay, Llanowar Elves. No attacks. And turn. Accumulate wisdom. Let's see if we can ever get a 4th land. Let's find out on this next exciting episode. I don't think we can. I don't think we'll ever see a 4th land in this. 14 cards in. Yep, no 4th land. I had a feeling. We'll do this. All right. What's up, CJ Link? How you doing? Grand. Go in with that. Do that. Nice. So we got a 3rd land out, which is a very big development for turn 8. Big development that a 3rd land will be hit on turn 8. Very excited about that. Let's do you. Let's do you. Let's do you. Okay. Booed but victorious. Nice. Sitting at 1 life right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would have stayed. I'd have discarded that next turn. I guess he wants to go in with it. Bounty hunters. So let's do you then. Let's do that. No attacks. End turn. He's got to discard and create a treasure token. Storm Chaser's talent. He's gonna return a card. We're still alive, man. I'm gonna play it out to lay it out. You know what I mean? We're still feeling it. I don't know why he didn't return this boomerang so he could get through and kill me, but he didn't. He may not know what he's doing. It's a real possibility. It's a blockers. So we block you. You. And you. We activate. Earthbend. Earthbend. Okay. He has to discard that. He returns that. Okay. Whenever he casts a spell, that goes off. Boom. Did we get his ass? We might have got his ass, guys. We might have got his ass with one fucking headlight here, bros. I think we fucking got his ass. I think we fucking got his ass. God damn, bro, I'm good. Fuck, man. If that ain't worth the fucking price of admission right there, I don't know what is. I don't know what the fuck is, man. I don't know what more I can fucking do for y'all. Riding it on fucking, on a wing and a prayer right there. 1 fucking life against the Monuments deck. And we get his ass. Molly Swag, thank you so much. That just shows the resilience, guys. It shows you that elves don't count them out. That's a 6 wins in a row right there, folks. That's a 6-win run for y'all. 66%, 70% on the play. Solid, rock solid. Quite possibly even throbbing hard solid right there. All the cool Kates and kittens, welcome to the show. Yeah, so I'm happy with it, guys. I'm happy with it. Dark Elves, please. Please, man. I'm excited for more of them. Yeah. We gotta love it. We gotta love it right there. Send that back man to 4 and white. When them elves be elving. Bro, if I can't get a likes for that, guys, if I can't get some fucking likes and some hype, I don't know what I have to do. I don't know what I have to do. We got to get some hype up for that one, folks. I can't believe I pulled that off. Part of me said this guy is playing poorly. He might fuck it up because he could have won a few times and he fucked it up. If he would have returned the boomerang, because he's thinking boomerang only plays on his shit because that's how he's conditioned himself with monuments. He's thinking boomerang only plays down on his shit and he gets to draw a card. All he needed to do was pull back boomerang, one of my 2 blockers, and his menace would have taken it. But he fucked it up, so that was a pun. Catastic. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's people go, why do you have such a big shakedown? Why do you have such a big shakedown breakdown? It's not enough that I show you the cards, guys. I always say, it's like borrowing somebody's car, okay? I can give you my supercar, okay? I can give you my supercar. If I don't tell you the quirks about it, hey, it sticks at this, it needs to go faster here, this is the fuel you should put in, and if you don't tweak it to your liking, you don't change the radio, adjust the seat, move the mirrors around, even though it's a really good car, if you get in it and try to drive it the way that you do and not the way that I do, and don't know the ins and out of how it's supposed to function, and how to tweak it to your liking and your play style, you're gonna crash. You're not gonna do good. You're gonna do real bad. Oh, my back is on fire. My back is on fire. Oh, why did a bunch of people leave from Twitch? Nah, it was just a bad player. That's all it was. Can you drive most cars well without instruction, though? That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If I gave you a Ford Focus, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. But you'd still need to move the mirrors and the chairs around. Okay? You'd still need to move stuff around to make it yours, to make it function correctly for you. If I gave you a fucking Ford GT and I was like, here's how it works, and you're like, I don't fucking need to know how it works, nerd, it's a car, you're gonna fucking crash. You're not gonna fucking know what the hell you're doing because it's a supercar. It's super high speed and intricate, and you have to be able to manipulate it correctly. Do you know what I mean? I know how a car works, nerd. And then you just you hit the gas pedal. Yeah, you're going to run into something. Because I'm going to say, well, yeah, it's a car, and you know the pedals and you know what to do, but there's intricacies on how it actually functions. So that's kind of my point, and that's why I shakedown breakdown. People get real mad at the shakedown breakdown. They go, Jay, why are you shaking it? Why are you shaking it, and why are you breaking it? And I go, you have to, man. You got to do it. Because a lot of people, first of all, I don't know why, but nobody ever takes into account that there may be somebody new. Did we give Kitty Kate a shout out? Good. That it may be somebody new and they're like, I know how to play this. Why are you giving me a shakedown breakdown? Bro, it's not for you. If it's not for you, if you know what you're doing already, move on. Just slide the slime rub. There's fucking timestamps. But I never understand the people that get mad at the shakedown breakdown. They're like, oh, you're just going on and on, Jay. I don't want to hear it. I'm like, Somebody holding you hostage and making you watch it, just move past it. I don't know. I skip stuff all the time. But yeah, I never get that. I think I mentioned that the other day. And the videos are too loud. That's the other thing too. You got to remember that my videos are way too loud. Could I turn down the sound? That's really gonna help. That's gonna help a lot too. Make the videos less loud. That's the craziest. The fact that that happened twice. The fact that somebody complained about the loudness of my videos twice is what told me that people yeah. There's not much to say about that. That is weird. That I got that comment twice. Hey Jay, I like your videos, but they're way too loud. The music is too loud and your talking is too loud. All the sounds are too loud in your video. Can you do something about that? You know? It's just not something you ever expect. I remember my neighbor who was always fucking with me. I lived in the apartment next to me, and I used to see him all the time because he'd be out on the patio or whatever, and he'd see me going in and out. And whenever he saw me going in with groceries, he'd always be fucking with me. He'd be like, "Hey man, what you coming in with? What you got there, man? You got some chips or some shit, cookies, whatever? What do you got, man? Let me get some." Always asking me if he could get something. And so one time I came in, I just got a haircut. I had just come from the barber. He goes, "Hey man, nice haircut. Let me get that haircut." Crack me up forever, man. Because he was always asking me for shit, but I've never been asked for a haircut before. That's so I should give them my haircut. Oh man, it was really funny. He was a good neighbor. He made Jamaican meat pies, so you know we were friends. I want some sort of trample on this. Should we do Hunter's Talent for trample? Well, or should we overrun? Doc Ock tentacles. Yeah, I don't understand the people. I didn't get why that they couldn't do. I don't know why that it was my fault that the volume was too loud. So I'll never understand that one. Let's do that. Jay is such a villain. He controls the volume. He won't let the drilling turn it down. I know. I felt, you know, and your first instinct at reading that is like, oh man, are my videos too loud? And I was like, wait, how can my videos be too loud? How is that even possible? I guess he doesn't like adjusting. I guess the point is he didn't want to adjust his volume. He wanted it to be at the level that everything else was. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I have that copied. I have that in a Word document. It's so big. Yeah, I have that one. Where is it? Lord Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 Kipticus. Yeah. Sorry for the novel, but I had to mention that a red-white Annabelle mobilized list you did when exactly inspired me to start meddling off my old alchemy mobilized list. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that guy went on. I had a guy recently. It got picked up by the auto filter. It was a guy was screaming at Magic. He was leaving comments on almost all of my videos about how he was mad at Magic. This stupid game. This game. I hate this stupid fucking game. This piece of shit game. But he kept censoring himself. He kept just putting stars instead of the swear words. And I was like, that's, you know, it's annoying that he's leaving that on every video. But that's kind of silly. He's so mad, but he can't bring himself to actually write out the swear. So, you know, that's a bit silly. He was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't like that he's spamming every video angrily, but he's angry enough to swear, but also he didn't want to curse. He didn't want to curse. His Frankenfaust, how you doing, man? Frankenfaust. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I hope Trex is still here. I gotta tell him something funny. Okay, let's do a shakedown breakdown. Let me export this. Save exit. Oh, dun, 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 dun.
Care of your money.
The censored crash out. Yeah, the censored crash out. That's a
I can check my FICO score, explore savings tools, and get matched with credit card offers. Some cards are labeled no ding decline, which means if I'm not approved, they won't hurt my credit scores. That's confidence I can count on. Download
it is pretty crazy work.
Applying for no ding decline cards won't hurt your credit scores if you aren't initially approved. Initial approval will result in a hard inquiry, which may impact your credit scores.
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit different shakedown breakdown here, because this was for specifically somebody who was wondering how to build a deck. So I'm going to explain my thought process behind the deck. Why do I have it so separated here? There we go. Okay, here we go. Let me get this. Boom. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. As a matter of fact, a little something different. This is going to be a bit of an instructional video. I had a viewer ask me, Jay, I'm having trouble building new decks. I don't really know where to start. And I kind of whipped this up, and it ended up being really, really good. Enchantment. I'm going to go over how I came up with the idea and how you can learn to build a really good deck by following a little bit of my thought process. So this is going to be a little bit of a how-to and a little bit of a shakedown breakdown, something different, so you can learn a little bit more and get better at the art of deck building. So before we get into it, I need you to do something for me though. Tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, you're going to be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So I had somebody ask, I can't remember who, somebody in chat said, Jay, I can't figure out how to do something. I said, well, if you take an example from Jumpstart, you have two different pack types that you can pick and you kind of mash them together. You can do the same thing with the game. And what I chose for this is two of my favorite types of decks, two of my favorite types of cards, because they have a lot of overlap, and this was my thinking when putting them together. So if we start with what I always call the skeleton package right here. Forsaken Miner for 1 black that can return. You have Case of the Stash Skeleton as 1 black and 1/2/1, creates that Menace Skeleton, lets you tutor. And of course, Corpses of the Lost, which is 1 black and 2. Another enchantment that gives all skeletons haste and +1. You can also replay it if something dies. That's what we call the skeleton package. That's like an already snapped together 1, 2, 3 that you can play. 1, 2, and 3. It's a beautiful curve right there, okay? The interesting thing about this is you can slot these cards into pretty much any build if you have a second idea behind it. And the other idea that we had, because we had seen some people play it, and it was suggested is, well, how do you slot that into enchantments? What if we took mono white enchantments and we did it from there? Well, that's a really interesting idea because there is a way to do that. If you look at what the popular mono white enchantments are right now, you talk about Ethereal Armor, Sheltered by Ghost, Feathers of Flight, a Most Helpful Weaver. These are kind of the enchantments that people are putting down so they can get, like here it creates a spider and then you get +1/+1 and then you get double strike. You see this kind of mono white enchantments deck taking off in a lot of different ways. People are running it on the ladder, even in Diamond, and they're really doing well. Ethereal Armor, it depends on how many enchantments and enchantments you have and gives you +1 for each enchantment and first strike. This exiles early cards. This is going to give somebody a +1 in flying and it lets you draw. Obviously, we know Sheltered by Ghost is super powerful as it is as well. And of course, Most Helpful Weaver generates that token and does the other things. So you also have Spellbook Vendor on the enchantment side too, because every single turn you can pay 1 and give somebody a sorcerer roll, which means you can scry and get +1/+1, and it generates enchantments every single time as well. So you look at this you look at the one half of the deck, you say, okay, well, I know what mono white enchantments are, and I know what mono black skeletons are. Let's fuse them together because they have a lot of good overlap, because a lot of the ways that the skeletons work are through enchantments as well. So there's a lot of synergy already here on the overlap. So that is how I built this deck on stream, to explain what the reasoning is, how to generate a new deck. You take half of one good idea, half of another good idea, and just mash them together. It's not that complicated. To round it out, we did a couple of things to kind of bring it through. Of course, we added a Sephiroth just for the heck of it, just 2 of them. A lot of times creatures die, and he has really good synergy with Forsaken Miner. A little bit of removal in the form of Stab for instant removal to stop those rampers, and Nowhere to Run. Why? Because we're running enchantments, and stuff like Ethereal Armor is based off enchantments. Nowhere to Run is an enchantment removal. So now you're looking at a lot of different synergies all working together. That's how you get a deck to work synergistically. You take one concept, 2 different things, find where they overlap, that nice Venn diagram of black and white where enchantments go together, and just go right down the middle with it. So we take the basics from each, we put them together, and boom. Now the pièce de résistance here, the really thing that sets this off, is the United Battlefront. We're going to do 4 of these. This is 1 white and 3. You look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 non-creature, non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Because we're running enchantments, this is basically going to give us a lot of value off the top of our deck for only 4 mana. We can immediately put down a Case of the Skeleton, a Corpse of the Lost, a Sheltered by Ghosts, and a Most Helpful Weaver, because it's non-creature, non-land. And since that, most of our creatures are generated by playing enchantments on this, either through Helpful Weaver, Corpses, Stash, whatever we have here. Even our removal is played off the top with Seam Rip, Nowhere to Run, and Sheltered by Ghosts. We can immediately get a removal and a creature generator right away by playing this over and over and over again. So you have a really good synergy by taking 2 distinct concepts. Like I said, you take the basics of a skeleton aggro deck, kind of like what you saw in Black Faster the other day, and then you take the basics of a mono white enchantment deck, like you may have seen on the ladder recently, fuse them together, cut a couple of cards, and it comes out real nicely. And we did really well with this in Diamond. We ranked up real nicely. Of course, the mana just kind of, you'll have to figure that out. You just need some double manas, Godless Shrine, Concealed Courtyard, The Verge. I throw in a Realm of Ko for a little bit more unblockable goodness right there. Maybe some more sacrifice fodder for Sephiroth as it goes. If you don't have the mythic rares, this is pretty easy on the rares, by the way. This is not that hard to craft. I think the worst that we have is Corpses of the Lost and Most Helpful Weaver and Case of the Skeleton. If you can't afford Sephiroth, you can swap him out with anything. He'll be okay. United Battlefront's kind of necessary, but it's not too heavy on the rares. It's not cheap, but it's not that bad on you. So that is how we kind of built the deck. That is the theory behind the deck building. Take 2 distincts, fuse them together where they overlap, and boom, you have something instantly. 8 creatures, but don't forget, 23 enchantments, and a bunch of those generate tokens that we can attack with. So that's really going to make our money on. 21, pretty cheap overall with 23 on the lands. We look at the sideboard here. We have a couple of options. Kentron Rose is not actually a bad one, especially if we're doing a lot of exile. You could lean into the exile with this and do it. Tolls of War is another good enchantment if you want to generate more tokens. Obsessive Pursuit if you want to throw some more avatar cards in it. A little bit of other removal like Heartless Act. Shard Mage's Retinue for protection, that's an enchantment instantly. Authority of the Consuls is good for your aggro decks to slow them down, and Requisition Raid to pump and destroy artifacts and enchantments. Super useful against lessened decks to do that as well. So that is the idea. I'm kind of giving you some deck building 101. I'm getting more into more and more tutorials, and people seem to keep liking them. So if you're ever having questions or considering, Jay, I'm confused, I don't know how to build a deck, I want some help, I want some advice, this is a good place to start. And you can always come by the stream. Check out our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there on Twitch or on YouTube. Both of those places we go live. We'd be happy to have you. Hit that bell. You'd be hit when we notified any kind of new decks or videos go up or streams. And of course, if you want more assistance, Discord is the place to find us. That's where our community is. Follow that link. And this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be down below on my AetherHub and Moxfield. Check that out down below. Don't forget to comment, like, all that good stuff. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Hopefully that was a reasonable explanation, guys. I hope it made sense. I was kind of just riffing. Hopefully it made good sense. Not bad idea, Soul Innervation. Oh, thank you, Gobbler. Hey, what's up, Drifty? What are you doing for Christmas, Drifty? Yeah, I'm trying to find a better pace where I'm faster but also more tempered. All right. Hey, how you doing, Death? What's up? My throat kind of hurts. Oh, okay. All right. Should we do the shakedown breakdown for the elves, and maybe we'll put that up on Christmas, even though I wasn't going to have a Christmas video for y'all? Maybe we'll do a Christmas elves video. Maybe we'll just get it done, since I'm not going to see y'all tomorrow then, huh? Elves. We ran this, Mr. Death. I think you might have missed it, though. There you go. I'm glad you got it. I'm glad I got my idea. Jabby, happy holidays, man. Nice. Awesome. What are you cooking? Did you cook, Drift? I remember you saying you cook. You barbecue and stuff. You smoking a ham? Bet you're smoking on a whole ham, aren't you? All right. Sounds good. Sounds like a good holiday, man. How's the shop? Crimbus. Is Soul Enervation, Soul Enervation. Oh, that's standard, huh? Oh. Flash, when Soul Enervation ends, -4, one or more creatures leaves your graveyard. When one or more creature cards leave your graveyard. Oh, okay. That's expensive. I like Soul Enervation, but if it was cheaper, it would be good. If it was cheaper, it would be really good. Interesting, yeah. So every time, yeah, it just reanimate cheap stuff and soul enervate it. Hey, what's up, MTG Ooglivy? How you doing? Welcome. We're about to do a shakedown breakdown for your pleasure, for your convenience. Come on, is lovely weather for the sleigh ride together with you. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, jing, jingling-a-ling-ling. Ch-ch-ch-ch. I'm living in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Do I have any Ricolas? I think I'm out. All right. Well, I'm going to cook a ham. I've never cooked a ham, but I'm going to try tomorrow night on Christmas Eve. I'm going to cook a big old ham. Big old thick boy ham. All right, we're going to try this real quick. Hey, what's up, Aaron Crook? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Olivia, welcome. Thank you. Guys, if you can subscribe, it would help a lot. If you can like, it would help a lot. Any support is given. Stretch my hands a little bit. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do, because we are running Golgari Dark Elves. Yeah, a little splash of darkness on here, and elves felt very, on theme for the season, right? Even though they're a little different. We also are excited for Lorwyn coming out, where Dark Elves are going to be going crazy. they're going to be going nuts. So this is a good introduction to some really good Lorwyn decks that are going to be busy. You should get to know some of these cards. So before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking this video and subscribing to the channel today. So make sure you do both of those things right down there. So what are we talking about? Well, we are going to be ramping. We are going to have our good friend Badgermole Cub, Llanowar into Badgermole Cub. You're going to recognize that. Honestly, at this point, it's just too much value to not run. Pretty much is the name of the game here. This, of course, is going to give all your mana generators more mana to generate, and it's going to help you earthbend. We are going to be earthbending just a little bit in this, which is going to surprisingly help out elves quite a bit. So our one drop is going to be Llanowar. I have my anime version Llanowars there. Please don't make fun of me for that, okay? I just like them. Badgermole, of course, is going to earthbend 1 to give us the double the mana. We're also going to throw in some Druid of the Cowls here for another 2-drop. It's a good blocker as a 1/3 that generates mana. It's a good medium-sized blocker. 2 of them is going to be good as well. Now, the main goal of this deck is to go really wide with elves and hit hard. We want to get to the point where, you know, we will suffer from board wipes, but if they're doing individual removals and they don't have a wipe for us, we're going to get way too wide and aggressive for them to even be able to deal with. So that's why you want stuff like Druid of the Cowl, cheap stuff. Dwynen's Elite. I think we're seeing Dwynen again in Eldraine. Not Eldraine, in Lorwyn. So keep an eye out on this one. 1 green and 1 is a 2/2 and it generates a 1/1 green elf warrior token if you already have an elf out, which is super useful. As far as the instants go, nowhere to run for that early removal, -3, -3, bust through that hexproof. Heritage Reclamation, great anti-meta card, just the all-around anti-meta winner right there. Destroy enchantment, take that lessons deck. Destroy an artifact, take that lessons deck. And of course, exile for your reanimator and draw a card. Really, really good right here. Here is Imperious Perfect. Now we're into our 3-drop elves, which are really going to help flush out the whole board. 1 green and 2 is going to be other elves you control get +1/+1. And of course, we can generate a green elf warrior every single turn. Really good commander right there. Love the art on this one. And Elvish Archdruid. This is going to be a huge mana sink. And this is what we're going to be running our Tyvar the Pummeler to absolutely go nuts with Tyvar the Pummeler out on, because other elves you control get +1/+1 on top of Imperious Perfect. But also, we get 1 green mana for each elf we control and 1 more for Badgermole. So, you know, by early game, by middle to late game, we could be generating 5 mana off this, 6 mana off this, amazing a lot of mana off of it to pump everyone with Tyvar and then just swing in at a huge hit. Tyvar, of course, is going to be 2 green and 1. You tap another creature and he gets indestructible. Super useful in the targeted removal meta. Like I said, targeted removal is not going to do too much for this deck. Creatures you control get +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the greatest number of power of creatures you control. Now, the fun thing about this Tyvar is you can pay this twice. You can pay 2 green and 3 twice and give everyone +X/+X, and then pay it again, and everyone gets +X/+X again, where the next power level of that creature gets applied across the board. So that is extremely powerful. And you say, Jay, I'm not going to have 10 mana. You'd be surprised. Between Elvish Archdruid and Llanowar Elves, and Badgermole Cub, you'd be surprised at how much mana you're actually going to have with this by, you know, turn 4, turn 5, that you can absolutely pummel out with Tyvar just going in with huge body blows and hits right there. Of course, on the high end, we're going to finish it off with Beifong's Bounty Hunters. I actually really like this because it earthbends X, where X is that creature's power whenever a non-land creature you control dies. The amount of creatures that we have in this deck, people love killing them. People love wiping us. This is kind of our anti-wipe deck, because if we put down 1, 2, 3 creatures, and then we put down Beifongs on 4 or 3 or 5 or whatever, and they go for the wipe, we're actually going to, across the board, gonna immediately after being killed, earthbend a bunch of stuff. Especially with the power is very high. If we have like an Elvish Archdruid and an Imperious Perfect, you know, Llanowar Elves is like a 3/3. So we have like a bunch of 3/3s across the board. If a bunch of them die, we get a bunch of 3/3 earthbend creatures back. So earthbend Beifong's Bounty Hunter is actually really good in this deck. If they're killing your druid, if they're killing your elves, you're gonna get lands back on it that can attack on the back end. So cool, super cool. We're also gonna throw, why not? Because she looks awesome. Lathril, Blade of the Elves. Sick, bro. Sick. 1 green and 1 black and 2/3 Menace Elf Noble. Whenever Lathril deals combat damage to a player, create that many green and white, many green elf warrior tokens. Then you can tap her and tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. Insanely good. So if you pump her up, you pump her with Tyvar and then get her in and get like 5 guys immediately. You get like a bunch of elves. Then you can, next turn, if they haven't stopped you, even if they have a bunch of blockers or anything like that, you can just tap her, boom, tap the 10 elves and instantly win. So she's a fun one to throw in on the high end right there as another dark elf for what we're doing. So I really like her on the high end just to throw a little bit more danger their way on top of all the stompiness we're going to do. 2 Basse Sings, Blooming Marsh, Wastewood Verge. Cavern of Souls, you're going to want to choose basically elf and then maybe human after that, because that'll help either get out Badgermill. Either you're going to choose Badger or you're going to choose human for that. And Secret Tunnel is super good because it can't be blocked. So if you earthbend Secret Tunnel, you can swing in with this land, can't be blocked. Or 2 creatures that share a creature type can't be blocked this turn. Choose 2 different elves, send them in, and we get the hit off that we need right there. So that is going to be the land situation. As far as we know, it's 32 creatures, 24 of them are elves, a lot of them are druids and warriors, very fitting of elves and the seasons. 3 instants, 3 enchantments, 23 lands, and a 2.5 average. If you're thinking that's very high for this deck, you don't have a lot of mana, you're going to be mana to death. Don't worry about mana. We have, I think, a grand total of like 12 mana rocks in this deck. So don't even worry about it. Mana dorks and rocks in here. So don't worry about low mana right there. As far as other things you can do, you may be wondering, Jay, where's the Crater Hoof? Where's the Ouroborite? Aren't we tired of them yet? Aren't we tired of Ouroborite and Behemoth? You can run them in there. I'm not going to say don't run Crater Hoofs as a high end to smash them out, but we've done it. We've done it to death, and you know how to put Ouroborite in a deck, right? You don't need me to tell you. Overrun is a fun one. Creatures you control get +3 and gain trample. That could be useful to play with Elvish Archdruid. Of course, there could just be removal like Bitter Triumph, Assassin's Trophy, Maelstrom Pulse, Overprotect for a little bit more trample and protection. And I find that Day of the Black Sun can be actually very useful if you're getting swarmed out yourself, especially if you have Beifong's Bounty Hunters. You can basically kill everything 3 or less, and all of your creatures are going to come back as lands because they're going to earthbend everyone that dies into a land that'll attack later, and you don't have to worry about that. So you can clear out some of those other ones. So that is what we're going to look at right here. Worked out really well, got us to Diamond 2, ranking in Diamond 1, pushing Mythic pretty good on this one. If you wanted to see it, you could have joined us every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We could join you on live stream. We'd love to have you there. Hit that bell, be notified when we go live on live stream. Either on YouTube or on Twitch, both of those places you can check it out and hit that bell. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions on Discord. And of course, if you want a copy of this one, go right down below in the description. You'll find AetherHub and Moxfield. Both of those places you can get a copy of this deck yourself. Make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like. I love reading your comments. I love to answer questions, so I always try to get to all of them. Here we go. Let's get into it. And to answer your question, Uglivi, yes, I normally do very late streams. Every now and again, I do a day stream on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. If you don't know it, I have a YouTube channel. We are streaming there right now as well. But mostly it is going to be around 11:40, 11:30, 11:40 every night. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, we had a bunch of people drop off from YouTube as well. Guess they didn't want to watch the shakedown breakdown. All right, guys. I'm not going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to be celebrating. I'm going to be cooking, having a good time. I'm going to be cooking I'm going to be making a ham. I'll tell you how it goes. If you're on Discord, I'm sure you see pictures of it. And I'm going to rage out to someone else right now. I don't see really anybody live. It's Christmas Eve. Oh, we can go to Empathoris. He's cool people. Empathoris Rex. Thank you all so much for coming, man. You made a quick and dirty laugh thrill. Glad to see a better version. We tired of good cards. Yeah, you know me, Drifrone. I hate good cards. If it wasn't for Trex, I'd never play a good card in my whole life. I only like bad ones. Yeah, happy holidays, everyone. No stream tomorrow. Don't look for me. Don't be scared and don't be shocked if I'm not around. Chris J. Travis. Hey, what's up, Travis? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Make sure that you like the video and all that good stuff. Check out the previous videos. I will see you tomorrow, folks. Well, I know I won't see you tomorrow. You'll see me on Discord. I'll send you pictures of the ham. And I hope you have a really good day, guys. I hope you have a really good holiday. Whatever you celebrate, whatever you do, have a good time. Have a good laugh. Watch the videos. Enjoy. And we'll see you in the next, we'll see you later. Good night, everyone. Farewell. And catch you on the flip side, guys. Happy holidays.